What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 4 NBA player props for the day. And before you get in this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on this video down below if you're new, because all those things really would help the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate it. Also, guys, I am now on Dub Club. So if you guys want to get access to all of my plays every single day early before I post them on social media, get them in early before the bumps, as well as getting every single thing I place on any sports betting site, all my breakdowns, all my analysis sent directly to your phone as soon as I post it, then make sure to join my Dub Club today with the top link down below in the description. It really helps me out a ton, and I really would appreciate it. And you guys will definitely enjoy, and we're going to cash out together on there. And also, before we get into this, I did want to mention that Sleeper has a free Kevin Durant square tonight for new users. You can get access to this free square as well as an 100% match on your first deposit up to $100 when you use code FF23. That's code FF23 on Sleeper. And without further ado, let's get right into today's player props. So, first off, I got Luka Doncic. Over 24.5 points versus the Nuggets, minus 120 on DraftKings. So Luka is over this line in 4 of his last 5 games versus the Nuggets. The Nuggets allow the 10th most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. I know Doncic has struggled to start the Lakers' tenure. However, this is the perfect spot for him to bounce back and get going here. He's facing off in a big primetime matchup against the Nuggets, a team that he has consistently played well against in his career. I expect nonetheless tonight. I expect another very good performance from Doncic. I expect him to be aggressive early and often. So Luka Doncic over 24.5 points versus the Nuggets, minus 120 on DraftKings is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Amen Thompson. Over 32.5 PRA versus the Jazz, minus 111 on Fanduel. So Thompson's over this line in 11 of his last 20 games. The Jazz allow the 2nd most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. The Jazz allow the 7th most rebounds per game in the NBA to point guards this season. The Jazz allow the most assists per game in the NBA to point guards this season. Overall, Amen Thompson has been dominant as of late. I expect that to continue tonight once again against the subpar Jazz defense, and I expect Thompson to be great. So Amen Thompson over 32.5 PRA versus the Jazz is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Devin Booker. Over 26.5 points versus the Bulls, minus 110 on DraftKings. So Booker is over this line in 11 of his last 18 games. The Bulls allow the 2nd most points per game in the NBA to shooting guards this season. Booker is over this line in 5 out of his last 6 matchups versus the Bulls, averaging 35.5 points per game over his last 6 games versus the Bulls. Overall, this is a great matchup for Devin Booker in every single part about it. He should be able to perform really well against the bad Bulls defense. He should be able to soar over this line. So Devin Booker over 26.5 points versus the Bulls, minus 110 on DraftKings is my third play of the day. Lastly, for my fourth and final play, I got Paul George over 14.5 points versus the Nets, minus 115 on DraftKings. So George is struggling as of late. However, a line like this is too low. I can't pass up. He's shot horrible for just 2 points last week versus the Nets. I'm well aware of that. However, he easily went over in his first matchup versus the Nets this year. George has been much better at home on the season, averaging 18.3 points per game at home this season. I expect Paul George to be much better tonight. I expect him to perform well. So Paul George over 14.5 points versus the Nets, minus 115 on DraftKings is my fourth and final play. So those were my top 4 NBA player props for the day. Like I said, if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more content from me moving forward, make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on this video down below, because all those things help the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. Sorry I lost my voice there, but without further ado, I'll see you on the next one.